Alright, so I gotta stay in my shirt from dinner. Anyways, I got in trouble for one of my videos with my editor for not being more enthusiastic about telling you guys to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. So, hit the bell, like, subscribe, yay! On a serious note, I want to talk about toxic relationships with you. This can take the form of parents, co-workers, or romantic partners. Probably a bunch of others that I don't know about. We'll just go down the list. You know, normally children always think their parents are unfair, don't understand, don't get it, and usually they're wrong. That's just part of growing up not liking your parents. And the horrible and extremely tragic cases, someone actually has abusive parents. I'm not a therapist. I know I've said that before. I'm not law. This is just my opinions. I'm not an expert, but if you are a child and you see this video and you should seek out an expert. You need to seek out an adult you can trust, a police officer, somebody, and get the help you need to get out of that situation. Whether it's from a parent or a teacher, or anybody holds a position of authority. But I'm just saying, if there's anyone in your life that's a position of authority, if they're taking advantage of you some way, touching you inappropriately, physically assaulting you, speaking down to you, degrading you, either you tell your parents or you need to tell an authority figure that you can trust, and get that handled. Find an expert. No matter what anyone says or how they make you feel, you don't have to tolerate physical abuse in any of its forms, or verbal abuse in any of its forms, or for that matter any form of abuse. And I'm old school hillbilly from Texas, and this isn't going to be popular, but getting a whooping for breaking rules is not abuse. I don't care how you feel about it. That's my opinion. Being beat is another thing. I really don't want to stay on that one particularly because that's a very sensitive topic. And again, I'm not an expert in that area. I personally was a victim of child abuse from my stepmother. In every category that you want to add to that, every adjective, sexual, physical, mental, between the ages of about 5 and 8. And it only went away because my father decided he'd rather be a deadbeat dad, and he disappeared. And so I never got picked up to go over there again. And I didn't tell anybody when it was happening. I was ashamed. I was scared. You know, the big threat was always, if you tell anybody, or you tell your mother, then she's going to think you're a liar and a bad kid, and then she's going to send you to live with us forever. You know, the last thing I wanted to do was have to be there forever in that situation. I don't think my father knew. He really wasn't around when he picked us up. A lot of times he'd take my older brother and go fishing or just out. My brother's 6 or 7 years my senior. So it would be me and my little sister. And she didn't really get She got a lot of the emotional abuse, but none of the physical stuff happened to her. She was so much younger and a girl, and I got it all. And I'm not going to go into detail. It's not the place for that. And my videos aren't age restricted, so I don't know who's going to be watching. But it caused problems in my life. Finally, I saw, it came out, and I saw a therapist, and used to go once or twice a week, and then down to one, until eventually, he said I was good, and I felt good. I learned the coping tools I needed, the mechanisms I needed to process what had occurred, get over my own sense of guilt, because as far as I was concerned, it was my fault, because I was told that it was my fault. I was told that I had done a certain course of actions or said certain words or behaved in a certain way that warranted this response, or in some cases that certain actions required of me were due them because of her position. Because she was stepmother, I was supposed to perform certain acts. Him being a deadbeat dad was probably the best thing that happened to me. So anyway, I forgot the list now. Well, at least the order. So coworkers, bosses, supervisors, the coworker.